or dance the night away, fatigue 4 and receive 3 wisps. Okay, now wait a minute. Let's do it. Hello everyone, my name is Grayson and welcome to episode 2 of this Let's Play of Oaken. This is going to be sort of a New Game Glance mini-series. I call it that, but I mean, we all know it's going to go on to be like 19 episodes long. Anyway, so in our last couple episodes, episode 0, we set up all the game. We talked about the different characters, how the cards work, how the upgrade system works, and all that good stuff. Episode 1 was our first actual gameplay episode where we started with a battle. We had an event and an easy encounter, and now we're moving on from there. So in this episode, we're going to try to get as close to the final boss as possible so that we can do the final boss of this chapter in the next episode. So let's get going. Let's go here because I want to go to this hard battle. I guess I could do battle, rest, battle, event, hard battle. But I'm in the mood to do 2 hard battles. Let's go this way. The Illuminati. This time it was you who was found. 3 suspicious spirits are offering you a great reward for giving up a part of yourself. Take the deal. Lose a skill to receive 4 Lumi globes. Whoa. Lose a skill to receive 2 unique wisps. Attack the sprites. Receive Lumi dust 12. I don't want to lose a skill. I think those are my 3, like my healing, my pushing, and my cultivation thing. I don't want to lose any of those. So I'm going to take the spirits dust. Let's do that. Spirits scattered before you could catch them, but you managed to extract some Lumi dust from their residue. Okay. All right, let's go on in there and use that upgrade material now. Let's upgrade our Stomper so he'll be a 4/5. There we go. That's getting more worth the price of summoning him. Okay, you found a place to rest and plan ahead. So we could find a stray wisp to upgrade one of our cards. We could heal some of our fatigue. We have 3 fatigue. Or we could spend Lumi dust to gain a spell, a spirit, or a wisp. Now, Lumi dust, I only have 9. So I'd rather find a wisp. Rough Wisp. Awake deals damage 1 to enemies in its frontal arc. That's cool. Awake restores health 2 to allies in its frontal arc. Awake gains strength 2. Let's do Rough. And I'm going to put that on one of my seedlings. So now when they're spawned in, their frontal arc will be cultivated and deal damage to enemies. So that's kind of cool, like a kind of a dual purpose. And it gives them +1 health. Okay, so let's do a hard battle. The siblings. Oh, I know this guy. These 2 Duskers are gorging themselves on poor little wisps. It's definitely not something they should get away with. Objective, defeat both Duskers and defeat all enemies during the same turn. That's going to be more difficult. Now, this is a Gorger. He's a 4/18. This is our first like hero type unit we've seen that has stats more similar to ours. Voiceless means that they apply fatigue 1 on dealing damage with attacks and abilities. So when this person hits us, we'll take 4 damage, but also take that 1 fatigue point on either the lady or our units, and they will lose a maximum health until we beat the chapter or they rest by some method. Exhausted, shouldn't have eaten so much, cannot act for 2 turns. And Farewell, the other Dusker receives mobility and becomes enraged. So there's going to be 2 of them, and when one dies, the other one gets stronger, unless we can kill them in the same turn, which would be helpful. So let's get going. Okay, so we've got these 2, 1 sleepy Dusker, and 1 not sleepy Dusker will become exhausted in 2 turns. So it looks like they ate too much, and they alternate taking turns being asleep. So let's re-roll. No, I'm going to keep that one. That one's really good. We can summon him next turn. Let's keep this. Here's Lumi crystals. Sometimes the maps will have little bonuses on them you can pick up. This is Lumi Dust 3, and it heals Fatigue 1. This is Lumi Dust 3 and heal Fatigue 1. Awesome. So that's something we might head on over towards, although this guy will hit us if we get too close. So how do we want to do this? I think what I might do is go to here, summon this unit here. Should have summoned this one. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I'm going to push him away. And because of our bonus from this, he didn't take damage. Actually, can I undo that? No, I can't undo the summoning. That's unfortunate. So now he's done damage by being pushed, but instead he got a point of shield, which is awesome. Should have done that with this one, but I messed up. It's okay, I can do it this turn. Let me go down to here. I do the same thing here. Okay, so then we're gonna push. Oh no, I can only push it that way. Okay, so now down here, I cannot push. I can't summon this one here and then push him because this would only push away from me. So I'm gonna summon this one here, and it's going to because of this weird mossy cover we have, Barreleyes cover, it will push. This one will take damage, but the lady will actually heal from that, which is really interesting. There we go. So we're actually stronger now, and then we might as well. I think we'll take a hit here. Now the goal is to defeat both of these on the same turn for the bonus, so I'm going to try to do that. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to heals 1 and gets 1 shield. So we can't do that. So let's go to here. I'm going to go ahead and fire the Impale spell. Heal myself up. Okay, we'll pass turns. So they're going to hit each other. And summon this guy, Barreleye, and when he runs, he will push things away. Advance pushes units in its frontal arc away, except for the ones in its front. So basically, the ones to the diagonal sides, it will keep pushing the whole way, which is super interesting. Wish there was a way to hit both of them with that. Might summon this guy right here, like so. And then I'll push him. Then I'll give him a shield point, and now he won't die from being hit. You can see how the enemy is trying to maneuver around to get behind, which is quite interesting. So this one's asleep now. I can't use this or I'll lose it. I think I'll hit this one. He's got 1 health, so we can finish him off next turn. So now if they fight, he'll go down to 1 health. Heal myself. Oh, nobody needs it. Let's Okay, so they're going after her. Okay, so what we can do here if we want to kill them on the same turn. First of all, I want to grab this Lumi Dust back here. So you go behind. Attack. This one will get more powerful. Probably next turn, but it won't matter because we're going to kill him this turn. There we go. So we get the bonus now from killing them on the same turn. And we leveled up. That leveling up doesn't impact this run. That's just for the meta progression for unlocking like new cards and stuff that are available. So we found several points of Lumi Dust. We healed, we got 5 dust from the goal and 8 from the bonus. You can see the bonus is so important. This is 2 upgrades. We would have only had 1. So now we get a artifact, essentially. PH is placeholder. This is just because they haven't drawn a icon for this particular artifact yet. So here we have Healing Moss. Allies regain health 1 when cultivation is created under them. That's useful. We do have multiple ways to do that. Pushed units take collision damage even if they do not collide. That's probably going to be the one we want. Enemies become exposed when they take exactly 1 damage. That doesn't happen. Let's take this one. That way we can push enemies around even if they're not going to collide with anything, and they'll still take damage, which is awesome. So we're just pushing them around constantly and hurting them and buffing our own units. Fantastic. Okay, so you can see this guy here and this one have both taken some fatigue. So this one here is fatigue 2. So his max health is only 2 right now until we get him healed up by beating the mission, the chapter. Same here, and then of course the lady is missing 5 max health now. So it's getting harder and harder as we get closer to the boss, which is really dangerous. So what do we want to upgrade with this? I think upgrading this one is not super helpful because the max health I'm going to be able to get it from 2 upgrades is only 3 max health right now, so I don't think that one's worth it. Let's upgrade this crawler twice, so we're going to go up to a 5-3 and then up to a 5-4. So this one's a little bit more powerful and durable now. So I think that's probably good. So let's head on back here. Let's go do this event. Dancing wisps, a rare sight to behold. There are too many rings of swirling wisps here to count. This event is called a Dance of Light, and for as long as the spirits have inhabited the oak, it was performed to supposedly keep the eclipse away. Join them for just a little while. Choose a wisp and receive Lumidust 3. So we get a wisp and a little tiny bit of resource. Spin and sing with the wisps. Become Fatigue 2 to choose 2 wisps and receive Lumidust 6. Or Dance the Night Away, Fatigue 4, and receive 3 wisps. Okay, now wait a minute. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to get 3 wisps. So I guess we just get all 3 of these, huh? Okay. We'll check those out in a second. And then I think it's imperative that we go rest instead now. That was a lot of resources, so I'm willing to sacrifice the resources from this in order to get my maximum health back up. I'm fatigued 9. With only 7 health, I would be in probably a fair amount of danger here. Let's go here, heal some fatigue, feel a little better about that. Now let's check out our deck. We have a Protective Wisp, which gives Defender. That's probably not bad on one of these seedlings. Let's check the other ones. Awake deals damage 1 to an enemy in the central line of its line of sight. That's probably good for this push one. That can actually combo for 3 total damage now. Rough deals damage 1 to enemies in its frontal arc. Yeah, that's better. We'll put 1 on here, 1 on here, and the protection on the ceiling. Yeah, so now we've got wisps on most of our units, which is awesome. Oh, the way you can tell is if this number here is filled in with color, it means they have a wisp attached. So you can see, like, for instance, Barreleye does not have one. I don't actually... Can I give a wisp to him? I don't remember. I'll have to check that out. And you can tell these are not upgraded with the Lumi Globes because they're not filled in either. Okay, so let's head on to the boss. I guess we're going to get the boss done in this episode rather than the next one. That's exciting. This doesn't usually happen. Hello, Mr. Pathfinder. Mr. Pathfinder? He's not here. Maybe it's not the Broken Ridge after all. Why do roads lead us apart, a foe to each other and not a brother? Well, I don't know, Mr. Barreleye. Why? Barreleye charges at the Dusker just to avoid answering the question. Okay, all right. He's a bit of a poet who doesn't actually know how to write poetry, I'm thinking. Broken Ridge. On the verge of the Oak's crown resides a Dusker that claimed the largest part of the territory for itself. This may not be the place the Pathfinder was talking about. So to defeat the enemy hero, do not leave any purple if we can. The environment has fertile soil. All units have growth, creates green on being summoned or moving. Dusker influence. Enemies on corrupted tiles have +1/+1. That's going to be important. So we have a Voiceless Conqueror. This is a hero. A 230 applies fatigue on dealing damage. So other than having a lot of health is not, and the voiceless part is not particularly dangerous. They come with these fly away spells. Leave the battlefield to land at the start of your next turn and deal damage 3 to enemies in the landing zone. And summon 2 wild orblings on landing. So this one will fight for a bit, take off, land, deal damage in an AoE, and then summon a couple little things. They also come with the Spit, a spell which summons a Wild Orbling. So we're going to have, I think the Wild Orblings, I think they might be 2/2s. Not positive. But let's go in. We have nothing else to upgrade or do here, so let's just get started. All right, so here he is, the big conqueror hero here. So let's select our cards. We've got both of these little ones in our starting hand. I'd be interested in keeping Stomper in our opening hand. Maybe both of these? Because I have stuff to do. So I think I'll start with these. This heals fatigue 1. That's awesome. And then this one deals damage in its frontal arc. This one's a defender. Let's put this one out. Putting this down doesn't actually do anything for us. So we're just going to heal ourselves the 1 point. Okay, a wild orbling is way more dangerous than I thought. It's a 4/3. That's not good. Okay, so this one deals damage in its frontal arc and pushes adjacent units away. So we could summon this one here, and we deal damage whether or not they hit anything or not because of this artifact. This is actually extremely powerful. That's awesome. Okay, so he's going to fly up in the air and land here and deal 3 damage to, I think, all of these areas. Maybe just here, but it might summon here, so we have to kind of watch out for that. Now let's try to keep this stuff cleansed as best we can for the bonus, if possible. Do we want to summon anything else? It'd be worth doing up here. Get that all cleared out. Nobody needs any health. Could push this one. Actually get a point of shield because of the artifact. And there's nothing to heal. Okay, she's landed. It is Orblings. So what I want to do here is summon this one here. It's going to push all this stuff around, which would normally harm me, but instead is going to buff me because of our passive. Damn, that's powerful. Look how strong this is. Wow, that is really cool. Got these little guys here to hit now. Let's go collect this Lumi. Also, this one does have a fatigue on the card, so we can heal that. Let's hit this one. With the shield, we won't die from it, which is awesome. Let's hit this one. A little bit of damage. You can't move after you attack. So let's heal. This one's fatigued. Yeah, these are both dead, so we might as well heal ourselves here. Could push myself, which is interesting. I think I can kill this next turn, so we got to figure out how we can get all of this cleansed. I think we can do it because we could summon Baralai to run through all the hexes and clear them all out. Let's clear this one. Oh, we should have cleansed this one. He gets +1/+1 when he's on that. Uh-oh. Okay, they're summoning more guys. Okay, now how can we cleanse all of this before we kill him? That's tough. We can cleanse that one. We could summon... If we go over here... This guy hasn't moved yet, so let's go here, hit the back of this unit. Let me go here. And we summon Baralai to run this way. I can't cleanse this tile. I really want to do this. I can't cleanse this tile without this spell. Okay, he didn't fly up in the air, so we can do it now. We can do it. We're going to go to here. Oh, no, 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 I messed up. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Dang. Why did he push that guy when he moved? Does he push every single time he moves? I guess I didn't realize. Okay, so we have a reward. We have upgraded stuff too. Look at this. These are all upgraded cards. So we can get a Warden. This is just a basic defender, but he is upgraded with attack. Also makes an uncounterable attack against other units in its frontal arc. Oh, so if it attacks, if there are other things in front of it other than the target of his attack, he hits them as well and they don't get to return. That's interesting. It's a weird ability to have on a big tank, but it's possibly quite useful. Replenish. Restore health to self or nearby unit equal to the cultivation adjacent to it, and give the target strength equal to the regained health. That's pretty decent for 1 point. That's a lot of potential there. Or hasten. Give all allies summoned this turn rush. Can attack the turn it's summoned. That's not bad, although I do feel like this is less useful with my current build. I tend to do a lot of lower cost things together in a turn, and this is not mod I'm going to have. I'm tempted to take one of these. I think I'm going to take this one. I like that idea. Okay, choose your reward. So Thorn Thrower, you have +1, -1, and are a shooter. That's quite useful on our champion here, our hero. You have +0, +2, and growth creates cultivation on being summoned or moving. Or Alluring Sundew, you have +0, +3, and are a defender. These are all actually strictly better. We almost always want enemies fighting us instead of our minions because we can heal it back up. The minions die pretty easily, but I think I'm going to go with this one. I love being able to shoot and then not take the damage back. You get -1 max health, which you have to be careful how many times you take something like this because, you know, it adds up with fatigue, but this can be quite strong, actually, to have like a 315. So let's take this and then we can shoot. So now we're moving on down the tree. So now we're down in the hollows of them, like the middle of the tree, which is super cool. So we have our new artifact. We have a lot of Lumi Dust here to spend. We can get a couple upgrades, and then we're almost to another one. Not Lumi Globes, Lumi Dust. So what do we want to upgrade? You can see everybody's got their fatigue healed up, so they're all back to normal, which is great. We've got a lot of really great options here. Defender. It's probably going to be this crawler. Because this one, they both have really good summon effects now. Really good summon effects. So let me upgrade this one twice and make it a 5/5. That seems pretty good. These are both very helpful now. These are the combos I can get with these are incredible. That's going to be really cool. So we have any secrets? No, we don't have a secret on this level. So there's no Guardian, I don't think, to unlock. I don't know if I've unlocked all the ones available in Early Access. I kind of didn't want to spoil it for myself, but I have unlocked stuff by playing, which is super fun. I think we're going to call this episode here as we beat the boss, and now we're sort of on to the next chapter. So let's call this one here, and you can join me on the next episode, and we will continue progressing on through this chapter, and then we'll see if we can make it all the way to the final boss. I gotta say, I didn't think I was going to like this Guardian as much as the other two, but I'm gonna be honest, this is actually just as much fun. This is super fun. I like this guy a lot. I like how he fancies himself a super fancy horn goat elk man that runs through the forest. That was a weird sentence. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode.